Oh, it just says persecution through a media struggle on page 72 from Dave Wilkerson. Let me just read a real short pace. But watch out. Persecution and harassment are coming. There is a sound of change in the air. Christ centered radio and TV programming will become the target of satanic forces determined to force them off the airways. And that is what they plan to do. Go to their websites, read what they said, read what they plan to do, read what their goals are. And I'm going to ask Larry if you understand what this is, and especially from Dave Wilkerson's telling us what was coming, and here it is happening right now.
It's very interesting because as I'm listening to this, I'm going through. I see you guys have the prophetic words for 2020 book that you shared, and I'm less interested in talking about books, but I'm interested in talking about blueprints that the Lord gives. And I was going through each of these different prophetic words, and there's like 4 or 5 in this book where I see that when we published this, nobody knew coronavirus was happening. But I felt like the Lord really gave blueprints and strategies to his prophets. I was even reading one here. Emma Stark talks about how 2020 would be a pivot year. And it doesn't say it in the book, but she basically said, we will recognize life before 2020 and life after 2020, in that
Whoa.
this year is that significant. And she says this. I got to read this because I think it's very powerful and it's encouraging. We are entering one of the most strategic years of her entire life. She had no idea except what Holy Spirit was speaking to her. Same Holy Spirit spoke to Dave
Yes.
Wilkerson. We will need sobriety, focus, and alertness as this year will shape us for many years to come. I feel the Holy Spirit as I read this. This year will be recorded in history as a pivot year. And again,
Wow.
we put this together in November. So the Lord, that's my encouragement for those books that people. I encourage folks, find those books from
Yeah.
David Wilkerson. Find
Yes.
the reputable prophets, because these people heard and saw things before their time. That is a true prophet who hears and sees things before the time of manifestation, so that we could be prepared on how to navigate seasons of crisis, calamity, and difficulty like this.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
And what I if I could just go on real quick with
I-
the same okay, right after you just ended
Yeah, yeah.
right there, the pivot year. Okay, so then she goes on. I'm just going to read this real quick, Jim. This is amazing. Then she goes on to say, now she's talking about this year, 2020. God is talking us into something outrageous this year, and many will step into roles that they aren't yet comfortable with. You will be stepping into
Mhm.
new places that are not your norm. You are stepping into a season that you are not comfortable with. You will feel gloriously uncomfortable, but this uncomfortableness is a gift that will keep you moving.
Yes, God is shaping.
Wow.